Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Cook with Ira, and as a Dessert special I will be sharing with you how to make Cosico Fokso or goat lungs. And when I say goat lungs, not just the recipe on how to make the dish, but actually how to show you the steps on how to actually prepare the lungs once you get it out of the goat and how to make the dish out of it. So step-by-step process. As you can see already that this is a little bit different style of the video than the normal ones that I do. The reason is I personally don't know how to do it, how to do the prepping process, since my mom does that every year, so she will be showing you how to do that. And since she's a little bit shy, she didn't want to actually show her face on the camera, so you will be seeing her hands the entire time, and I will be explaining it to you what she's doing. So yeah, let's go over the ingredients so we can get started. Okay, so let's start with ingredients first. She's using some all-purpose flour, some eggs, that is whole milk, and she will also be using a piece of ginger to cover the opening of the goat lungs, which I'll be showing you in a little bit, but that's the piece of the ginger. And for the spices, all she's using is some granulated garlic, which is basically garlic powder, cumin and coriander powder mix, and some salt, and then some water. So you'll also be needing a thoroughly cleaned and washed goat lungs. Try to make sure it doesn't have any slits or holes on it, but since somebody else is going to cut it for you, it's not the end of the world if it has some hole on it. I think the one that we're using has a hole on the right lobe, but yeah. So in a mixing bowl, add the all-purpose flour, eggs, salt, granulated garlic, cumin and coriander powder, and whole milk, and mix it very well. You can also use a whisk if you want to. We ended up doing that towards the end. And you can also add water if necessary. And just make a smooth batter without any lumps, because that's what you are going after. So I'll show you when the batter is ready. So this is the consistency of the batter you're going after. As you can see, it is very thin. So that's what the batter should look like. So once the mixture or the batter is ready, using the trachea part of the cleaned goat lungs, pour the batter or the mixture into the goat lungs. Try to go slowly and let the mixture soak in, and then try to fill as much as you can inside the lungs. So after all the mixture was filled inside the lung, as you can see, some of it ended up coming out because of the hole on one of the lobe, but that's okay. So what we did was we closed the opening of the trachea. So initially we tried to do that with the piece of ginger she had in the beginning, but since it was very, very slippery, it ended up not working as great. So we ended up using a twine and made a knot, and we plugged that hole. So once the lungs are completely filled and ready to go, she boiled some water in a big pot on a high heat, and once the water came to a rolling boil, she dunked the lungs into the boiling water and cook it for about 20 minutes. So the lungs have to be cooked completely inside and outside. Inside meaning the mixture that we filled on the inside. Depending on the size of the lungs, it can take anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes. So just keep an eye on it and cook it until it's cooked all the way through. So once it's cooked all the way through, take it out of the boiling water and let it rest for a few minutes. You want to rest it until it's cool to touch, because you will be cutting this in a little bit. So now we are cutting the lungs into bite-sized pieces. You can really see the difference between the two lobes there. As you can see, the fluffy one is the one that was intact, and the really shrunk one is the one that didn't get filled really well because of the hole. So she's cutting them into really small pieces, and then we'll proceed to the recipe on how to fry it. So on a medium skillet on a medium-high heat, she's adding some vegetable oil, and when the oil gets hot, she's adding some turmeric powder, and she's adding in those cut boiled goat lungs that we just prepared. And now she's going to cook them about 3 minutes on each side to get the really nice color. And then so about 5 to 6 minutes later, we're going to add in the spices. So after 5 to 6 minutes, she's adding some salt, cumin and coriander powder mix, and some red chili powder. And she's also adding some thinly sliced red onions and green chillies. And now mix it really well and cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. So after cooking it for 2 to 3 minutes, she's taking it off of the heat and giving a good squeeze of a lemon and mix it really well. So Kazuko Fukso is ready to be served. I hope you guys will try this recipe, this dasai, and enjoy with your friends and family. If you do, let me know how it worked out in the comment section below. And please let me know your thoughts on this style of video. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Please let me know. And yeah, so I wish everyone a happy Bijaya Dasami. I hope you will enjoy it with your friends and family. And thank you for spending time with us today. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye.